Hey YouTubers, it's Nuke. I figured I'd give you a little bit of an update video here, seeing as though I haven't really posted anything in a while, and I don't really plan on posting anything for a little while, except maybe more news videos like this. But yes, even though we're entering kind of a downtime in professional StarCraft after the MSL Finals, of course, there is quite a bit going on, and I'd like to talk a little bit about it. Okay, first of all, regarding my channel, Nuke, what are you doing? The OSL's over. There's no more Pro League. What are you going to commentate on? Well, to be honest, I'm kind of enjoying my time off. I didn't really have any me time during the run of the Bacchus OSL, so it's kind of nice to actually have weekends free for once. I've been playing a lot of DS games. Hotel Dusk is a fine game. Although I popped open my Tetris DS, which arrived a couple days ago, very happy and content to play it. I had a huge grin on my face, popped it in, and it doesn't work. So, yes, I'm kind of pissed off about that. But yes, I saw Inglourious Basterds earlier, which is the best movie of the year. Christoph Waltz is a genius. You have to see that movie. I am itching to see it a second time. But yes, that's basically what I've been up to. I'm not worried too much about commentating at the moment. But you'll probably see a few mystery commentaries between now and the next OSL, whichever games I decide to commentate on. I'll pick some good ones, I'm sure. But yes, that takes care of that. The second order of business is, of course, Jaedong talk. There's been a lot of Jaedong talk, and if you've been living under a rock, maybe you don't check Team Liquid or the the news comment on my front page that I constantly update. I have a feeling only 2 people read that, but yes, Jaedong might be retiring, and I think that's going to break the hearts of many Nukenytes, because my Jaedong videos always get like 3 times the amount of views that any other video gets. But basically the situation is this. The free agency period came up, and that means that players can cancel out of their contracts or not re-sign with their teams and be thrown out there for other teams to snatch up. And since Jaedong is a minor in Korea, he could not control his contract, but his parents took over the contract, and they said, you know what, Jaedong is on a team that doesn't have a whole lot of good players, and he's being severely underpaid, which they're right on both accounts. I don't really want to throw the figures in here, because if you're not living in Korea, those numbers don't mean anything to you anyway. But basically, Jaedong, compared to Bisu and Flash and other players like that, he is grossly underpaid. So I think his parents made the right decision to not re-sign with Hwaseon Oz. Basically, they threw Jaedong out as a free agent. But the problem is, Jaedong would be an extremely expensive acquisition, and Jaedong kind of screwed himself over in interviews, saying he wishes he could just stay on Oz, even though he's overworked, even though he doesn't get paid as much. He likes the people on his team, and he has friends there, obviously, and he doesn't want to leave. He said that in interviews, and every other team read those interviews, and no team picked up Jaedong. No team wanted the best player in the world, basically because they knew that he wanted to stay on Oz, and they didn't want to shell out that much money for a player who has his head, who has his heart in another team. So no team picked up Jaedong, and that's a pretty big deal, because now Jaedong, he has a few options. He has a few options. 2 would be very bad for StarCraft fans, but here are the options. Jaedong, these options are for Jaedong's parents, basically, to sign or not sign the contract. Jaedong could go back to Oz for, I'm not sure how much money Oz is going to offer, but probably not much more than the initial offer, because they don't really have any reason to up the price now that they have 0 competition in getting Jaedong. So Jaedong could go back for low pay and support his entire team for another year and damn near kill himself doing it. Or he could become a semi-pro, which basically means he won't be able to play for about a year. So that's not good for StarCraft fans. And the third option is even worse for StarCraft fans. Jaedong could retire, which is looking pretty likely, actually. Jaedong's father said that one option is definitely Jaedong could retire and take up his college studies in the U.S., going into computer or whatever. I'm not sure what his degree is. But yeah, there's actually a pretty strong possibility that the latest Golden Mouse winner will be retiring, and that's pretty huge news. And I'm kind of torn about the issue. I'm not sure, because it's definitely better for fans if Jaedong stays, but I'm not sure if it's better for Jaedong to be stuck on a team like Oz, where he's constantly having to carry his team, carry the entire load of his team back and forth for not very much money. Plus, it would be cool if Jaedong would come to a college on the East Coast, because I'm telling you right now, I'd form a posse, and we're going to bring Jaedong some home-baked cookies, and it will be awesome. So yes, I will keep you posted as events occur. Jaedong only has a couple more days to decide what he wants to do. Well, his parents do anyway, about Oz. So we will find out in a couple of days Jaedong's fate. Okay, a couple more orders of business. There are a bunch of new maps for the new Pro League season. I'm going to put a link over in the info section so you can go click on that and look at all the shiny new maps. Some of them look very anti-Protoss to me. One in particular looks a lot like Tears of the Moon to me, but we'll see how those maps play out. I'm looking forward to playing on them. There's a download link on that forum thread that I linked you to, so go check that out. Also, be sure to watch the MSL finals coming up in a couple of days. Ranchin will be commentating that if you want to watch the English commentary, and I am looking forward to it because it couldn't possibly be more anticlimactic than Jaedong versus Yellow, which, let's all be honest, was not the best finals in the world. I wouldn't call the Jaedong versus Yellow finals boring. A lot of people say it's boring. I don't think it was boring. I think it was exciting, about as exciting as one finals game. So you basically got one finals game for your money, even though you didn't pay anything. But that's kind of anticlimactic, I think. So I am looking forward to Quanro versus Calm, and I think it will be a very interesting Zerg versus Zerg matchup. Well, this has been Nuke. I don't have anything else to say. See you all soon, probably with another news post on Jaedong's fate. See you guys later.